Hi everyone, welcome back to Learn Turkish Days Away channel. This is another evening on which we will discuss a grammar topic. Today is Thursday, the grammar topic day, and today we'll discuss the possibility, expressing the possibility, which is basically how we express I may, you may go, right? He may be, or we may do, and so on and so on. So this is basically about may, okay? Last class, during the last class I remember it was Tuesday, right? We discussed how we can use can, I can, you can, and so on. And today we will discuss may. Now let's go to the workpad. Let me first tell you from scratch that there is not huge difference, okay? But I had to separate these two topics because of a minor difference in two of the forms, in the negative form and the negative interrogative form of the of can, okay, of the use of can. Everything else is actually same with may, but still I had to separate them because we have to discuss them separately, and we will see in a while why they are different or how they are different. So let's continue with this. I will not go kind of and repeat everything about can, but basically in Turkish both can and may are expressed in the same way, especially when we talk about the affirmative, right? Affirmative form and interrogative form specifically. But the difference comes in details. The difference is basically or happens when we talk about the negative cases, okay? And before we go into the negative one, let me first express the general way, right? We express can or may in the affirmative case. So you basically add a or e to the root of the verb, right? As the rule specifies here, you add the verb. You have the verb root without mak or mek. Then you add a or e depending on the vowel harmony that you see here below, right? If the last vowel in the verb root is a, or u, you will add a. And if the last vowel in the verb root is a, e, or u, you would add e after the verb root. And then you add the verb bilmek, right? Bilmek verb. And of course, for the present tense cases, we use bilir, right? Not biliyor, not bildim, because there are different tenses. For the most oftenly used, frequently used tense, which is present tense, right? The present tense for bilmek is ir. So therefore you have what? Verb root plus ae, then bil, then ir, and then you add the personal ending. Okay, so that's basically how you can express, how you can say can or may in the affirmative form. Okay, so there is no difference technically and spelling wise. They are both same. Whatever we discussed about can in the previous lesson, that is in the same way valid for may. Okay, so let's look at affirmative specifically. So what do we have here? It is everything is same with can. The only thing I changed here is I made this may. Okay, so everything here now is not can but may. So yapabilirim, I may do. Yapabilirsin, right? You may do. Yapabilir, he she may do. Yapabiliriz, we may do. Yapabilirsiniz, you may do. And yapabilirler, they may do. Of course, here may means what? There is a possibility that I do, right? I may do means there is a possibility that I do. Yapabilirsin means there is a possibility that you do. Okay. What about a vermek? Here it's the same. Now we have a different case, which is where we add not a but e, right, after the root. So that's because of the soft vowel e in the last last vowel in the root of the verb ver, right? Ver. Vere bilirim, I may give. Verebilirsin, you may give. Verebilir, he she may give. Verebiliriz, we may give. Verebilirsiniz, you may give, plural. And verebilirler, they may give. So this is the affirmative case, affirmative form for the possibility when you want to say I may do it, right? There is a possibility I will do it, I do it. What about the negative? Now, negative is of course different. Negative is different compared to what? Compared to can. In what way? It is different in the way that in can, when you say I can't do, right? This is I may not do. You see, here we all talk about you may not do, he, she may not do. If you want to say I cannot do, that was not yapmayabilirim, right? It was yapamam. Remember the last class? It was yapamam, right? Yapamazsın, yapamaz, yapamayız, yapamazsınız, and yapamazlar. That was the case for I cannot do, you can't do, right? He, she can't do, we can't do, and so on. So here the difference between may and can is evident in the first place in the negative form. When we talk about negative, I may not, that is not yapamam. It is yapmayabilirim. Okay? So here what changes is that we don't have yapamam, we have yapmaya. So you see this part is stable for all of this. Yapmayabilir, it's everywhere is stable, right? And then you add just personal endings. Yapmayabilir, yapmayabilirsin, yapmayabilirim, right? I may not do it. Yapmayabilirsin, you may not do it. Yapmayabilir, he, she may not do it, or whatever. Yapmayabiliriz, we may not do. Okay. Same is valid for the verbs where you have soft vowels. It will be not maya but meya. Okay. Vermeye bilirim. Sorry, this should be different color. I just make them all different colors for the personal endings. So here it was yapmaya. You see, for yapmak it was yapmaya. For vermek it is vermeye. So it is either maya or meya. Okay, when you make it negative, and then you have bilir, stable fixed part, and then the personal ending. So vermeyebilirim, I may not give. Vermeyebilirsin, you may not give. Right? Sorry, let me just unhighlight it. I don't know why it's not unhighlighted anyway. So vermeyebilir, he, she may not give. Vermeyebiliriz, we may not give. Vermeyebilirsiniz, you may not give. And vermeyebilirler, they may not give. Okay, so again, be careful. When we talk about the negative of can versus may, they are different. Okay, ability is expressed as, for example, yapamam, gidemem, sevemem, göremem, and so on. While when we talk about possibility, we say yapmayabilirim, vermeyebilirim, görmeyebilirim, sevmeyebilirim, right? Gelmeyebilirim, I don't know, whatever it is. So the only the most important difference between may and can is in the negative, because affirmative are same. Okay, for both affirmative is same. The negative is different. What about interrogative? Interrogative is again same, because affirmative and interrogative are same for both of them. For can I do or may I do it doesn't matter. They are not different. Yapabilir miyim means both. May I do or can I do? So ability and possibility are expressed in the same way in the interrogative form. Okay, yapabilir miyim means can I do or may I do. Yapabilir misin, yapabilir mi, yapabilir miyiz, yapabilir misiniz, and yapabilirler mi, may they do, can they do. Same for vermek, verebilir miyim, right? May I give or can I give? Possibility or ability, they are same. Verebilir misin, verebilir mi, verebilir miyiz, verebilir misiniz, and verebilirler mi. Okay, so for interrogative they are again same. And last, where is the difference? Next difference is the negative interrogative because of this negative part. Okay, so negative interrogative is in the negative here. What did we have here? Negative here, yapmayabilirim, right? Yapmayabilirim, yapmayabilirsin, yapmayabilir, and so on. So negative will be yapmayabilir miyim, yapmayabilir misin, yapmayabilir mi. So here what changes is the question part, where we add the personal endings to the question word me, and so on. Okay, and it's always me because it's always bilir preceding it. So here, may I not do, which means what? Is there any possibility that I don't do, right? Yapmayabilir misin means, is there any possibility that you don't do, right? That you don't do it. Yapmayabilir mi? Is there any possibility that he or she doesn't do it? So it's all about the possibility, and again, it's different than the negative interrogative of can. In negative interrogative, what will be for the personal first person singular? Yapamaz mıyım, right? It was what? Yapamaz mıyım, right? Yapamaz mıyım, yapamaz mısın, yapamaz mı, and so on. For here it's yapmayabilir miyim, yapmayabilir misin, yapmayabilir mi, and so on and so on. That's how it goes. So basically, when we talk, just to summarize, when we talk about may or can, in the affirmative and the interrogative form they are same, but in the negative and negative interrogative forms they are different. Okay, you can compare them looking at the past lesson 2. I can also write it here as well. For example, if you want to say, for example, I can't do, okay, well, let's say cannot do, will be what? Yapamam, right? I may not do will be what? Yapmayabilirim, right? So that's the basically the difference, you see? Yapmayabilirim. I cannot do, I may not do. Yapamam, yapmayabilirim. So yapamazsın, yapmayabilirsin. So that's how it continues, right? Yapamazsın, yapmayabilirsin. If you want to say you may not do, right? You cannot do versus you may not do. Yapmayabilirsin. And then yapamaz, again yapamaz will be here what? Yapmayabilir, right? Yapmayabilir, and so on and so forth. That's basically how the difference. I just expressed it through example, very simple example of to do across first person, second person, third person, and so on. So that's basically it. Let's look at examples here. A couple of examples. Bunu yapmayabilir means what? He, she may not do this. So you may think that they may do it, but there is a possibility that he or she doesn't do it. Okay? So may here means possibility. Bunu yapmayabilir. He, she may not do this. The second example, bugün erken gelebiliriz. Today we may come early, right? Or we may come early today. From work, I don't know, from somewhere. Bugün erken gelebiliriz. Of course, it also means what? I can, right? We can come. We can come early today, because there was no difference, right? In terms of the spelling, it can also mean we can come early today, about ability. But here I will just specify the example as may. So bugün erken gelebiliriz. It would also be we may come early today. Yarın işe gitmeyebilirim. It means, you see, when it comes to negative, it is now definitely possibility, right? Yarın işe gitmeyebilirim. It's not about ability anymore. I may not go to work tomorrow. This means that there is a possibility I don't go to work tomorrow. Fourth example, bunu yapmayabilir miyiz? May we not do this? Is there a possibility that we don't do this? But of course, don't now pay attention to one thing additionally, is that this also can mean what? This can also mean a request. May we not do this, right? Can I request that we don't do this? Okay, bunu yapmayabilir miyiz? But at the same time, it's also the negative interrogative of may we not do this? Is there any possibility that we don't do this? Okay. Fifth example, evi satmayabilir. He, she may not sell the house. For example, if you want to buy the house from somebody, your friend can tell you that he may not sell the house that you want to buy, okay? So he, evi satmayabilir. He, she may not sell the house. There is a possibility that he doesn't or she doesn't sell the house. The sixth example, seni görmek isteyebilirler. So this is third person plural, right? They may want to see you. Of course, you may not have seen the want to structure, but still I gave a kind of a bit different example here specifically for you to have this kind of a variation. Seni görmek isteyebilirler. So they may want. right? There is a possibility that they want to see you. The seventh example, bu adam doktor olabilir mi? May this man be a doctor? Is there a possibility that this person is a doctor? Okay. Bu adam doktor olabilir mi? May this man be a doctor? And the last example, beni beğenebilir mi? May he, she like me? Okay, beğenmek here, right? This is the root up to here. Up to here is the root. Beğenmek is to like something, somebody. So beni beğenebilir mi? May he, she like me? Again, is there a possibility that he or she likes me? It's a possibility. Now, let me summarize what's the thing here. So when we talk about ability, okay, ability. So we basically when we talk about bilmek, right, to do something, bilmek, it is basically used for 4 different purposes. You can talk about ability, possibility, asking for permission, or asking for a request. When it comes to ability, the only difference is the negative and the negative interrogative, okay? The negative and the negative interrogative. Let me just make it bold for you. They are different, okay? If you want to say I cannot do, you have to say yapamam, not yapmayabilirim, okay? Yapamam. Or if you want to say can I not do it, a question, right? A negative interrogative, you will say bunu yapamaz mıyım? Not yapmayabilir miyim? So for ability specifically, the only thing that is different is negative and negative interrogative. For all other cases, possibility, permission, and request, the may structure is appropriate. Okay. For example, if you say, "May I come in?" Okay. Let me just write it here as example. May I come in? Okay. That will be what? Gelebilir miyim? Gelebilir miyim? Okay. It's a permission. You see. Can I come in or may I come in? You basically use the the interrogative form, which is same for all these cases. Okay, for ability, possibility, permission, or request, the interrogative is always the same. Okay, or for example, you can ask a request. For example, can you not do it, please? For example, may you not do it, please? Bunu yapmayabilir misin? Yapmayabilir misin? Right? Which means what? Can you not do it or may you not do it please? May you not do it please? Lütfen. Bunu yapmayabilir misin lütfen? Okay, let me just write that on part 2. Okay. Lütfen. May you not do it please? So you see, whenever we talk about ability, the affirmative, negative, interrogative and negative interrogative are same with the possibility, permission, and request. Doesn't matter. But when you talk about the negative or negative interrogative of ability, that's the only thing which is different. Everything else is the may structure. Okay, not can structure, but may structure. Okay. So here may I come in? It's permission, right? Permission. Sorry. This one is request. Could you please not do, may you not do it please, right? Could you please not do it? What about, let's say, ability? Can, for example, can't I do it? Can't I do it? Right? So this now is ability, therefore negative interrogative, right? Bunu yapamaz mıyım? Okay, so this is different now. It's not similar with, this is ability. Permission, request, ability, and let's give an example of possibility. We may not come early. Okay. Erken gelmeyebiliriz. This is possibility. Okay, so you can play with this as much as you like, but the only thing you have to pay attention is the can structure. Everything is same for the possibility, permission, request, and ability. The only thing that varies or different is the can, negative, and negative interrogative, which we already discussed in our previous class. Okay, so I will not go over that. Please watch that class if you still haven't. Everything else is what you see here. Okay, everything else is this one, this structure. Affirmative. Let me just make it a bit visible for you, all of you. Negative. Okay, affirmative, negative. Then you have interrogative and negative interrogative. So for all the possibility, permission, and request, you use these four things. Okay, these four. Sorry, it's going very fast. Okay, you use these four to express possibility, permission, and request. And if you talk about ability, then interrogative and affirmative is same, but the negative and negative interrogative are different. That's the only thing. That's the summary of this class. I hope you liked the class. I hope you will be able to use it quite efficiently without any problems. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments section under this video. I'll do my best to respond to your inquiries. So if no questions, I'm finishing this video. Herkese iyi akşamlar arkadaşlar. Görüşmek üzere. Bye bye.